Whoa! Every homeowner needs to hear this. Like literally every homeowner needs to hear this. This is why. So if you recall, there was a massive storm that took and it hit Texas. It went all the way up through all those states. In Texas, 4.3 million people lost power. Like, dude, that's crazy. That's a target-rich environment in which you thought you would be safe because you didn't think that the storms would affect you. You didn't think the grid lines would affect you. You didn't think you'd be out of power. But that's not to mention all of the other 14 states as the power went up. It just started knocking down grid line after grid line after grid line until in the end, 14 states were experiencing this. And so what I'm going to do today is I will show you some secrets to be able to make yourself safe and protected. Because I know that I live in a state of Utah where we're all about emergency preparedness, trying to figure out how to get ahead of the problem. We start looking ahead saying, okay, what is the end game? What is the likely outcome? Because if I can anticipate it, then I can get ahead of it. Therefore, I don't have to have a horrible experience. Because many of these folks here that was in Texas and those states right there had a tremendously terrible experience. So I will take and I will show you some secrets that will literally help set you free so that you do not have to participate in this. Okay? My name is Mike Morris. I'm a solar wholesale provider. And I help people save money, but I also protect their families, which is even more important. So here's what we're talking about. So in Texas, you got a target-rich environment where everybody's got gasoline and all that good stuff, right? You would think that these gas generators would have been a phenomenal resource. Like as soon as COVID hit, everybody went out and bought generators, gas generators, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? Now everybody's got these things. They're even backward for 4 months. The target-rich environment of Texas, they couldn't even use them. Because what happened is nobody was stocking enough fuel on hand to be able to weather the storm. And then the challenge ran into is after, like, the problem is like, say you wanted gas, and you're like, gasoline is the solution. They went down to the gas station to pump gas. They couldn't even pump gas because the gas pump works off of electricity. And so what we ended up with in Texas was a catastrophic, monstrostic, just horrible experience because the gas generators failed to take and protect the people who bought them for protection. So that's probably the number one thing you got to understand. I hear everybody talking about gas generators, but you got to ask the question, will it actually keep my family safe? And the answer is no, because how in the world are you going to keep 2 weeks worth of gasoline on hand? Like, see what I mean? It's not even practical. You got 1 gallon of gas. Well, welcome to 3 hours of power, as long as the gas doesn't go bad. See what I mean? Okay, so here is number 2. Here in Happy Valley, Utah, we love mac and cheese. Here's the secret about mac and cheese. Mac and cheese will not keep you warm when the power goes out. It won't. So we got our green gel, we got our mac and cheese, we got our potatoes, we got, like you can name, we probably got like 100 pounds of flour that we could go in there and grind up. Except the grinder requires electricity. The beans require probably some processing to get there. And that's the problem everybody ran into is not only that, so mac and cheese did not keep them warm. So we're missing like a major element in our emergency preparedness strategy. So now, here's the secret. I'm going to show you a secret. This is a secret that is known, but it's not very well understood. And as soon as I show this to you, you're going to go, you're right, I did not quite understand that. Or at least you could say is, snap, a lot of people are missing that. Okay, here's the secret. Seems strange, but it is the fact truth. The sun always rises. What, Mike? What kind of secret's that? Let me tell you, it's a bigger secret than you thought. The sun has been coming up for 1,000,000+ years. It's like clockwork. It seems to come up like every 24 hours there's some sort of evolution and it comes up. You see what I mean? Okay, so here's the secret. The sun is a source of power. It's a source of renewable power that's dependable, predictable. You can anticipate it coming. It's different from gas. You have to be able to dig a hole in the ground, okay, to be able to find the oil. Then you've got to boil the oil up, and then you've got to refine it to be able to turn this thing into a usable piece of power. The sun is not quite like that. It's not quite like that. And here's the other secret, or the other part of the secret that's known, but it is really not understood. Since this is a renewable source of power, it comes up every day, you can anticipate it like clockwork. We can actually calculate the sun coming up for the next 1,000 years with precision, right? So here it is. The sun, we can actually harness the power of the sun, and we can take and use that to create the electricity, to create the power we need to protect us and our family. The cool thing about the sun, it is not like the Keystone Pipeline where the government could come in and turn it off, okay? They can't come in and shut down the sunlight from hitting the earth. So that's number one. The sun is a power source that will be there, okay? Number two, it's not regulated by the government. It's cool. It's like you can't even tax it. They can tax gas, but how do you tax the sun? So the sun has some secrets. We can literally harness the power of the sun with solar panels. And we drop those panels on the house. We convert it to electricity, and the next thing you know, we've got the ability to power the house. Houses that were in Texas and all up through that location that had a combination of solar panels and batteries were able to move through that environment unscathed. Did you hear what I said? It's a secret that is understood, or it's known, but it is not well understood. You can tap the sun to protect you and your family without actually having to participating in the panic of a shortage of fuel or being able to pump gas or any of this other nonsense. Anyway, you can learn more. You can go to my website, AskSolarMike.com, where I could show you the secrets behind it. Now, my daughter says that I mess up I make it sound like something different than ask. It's ASK. Don't stretch the S's in there. It's just ASK, AskSolarMike.com. Daughter's laughing back there. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Boom!